Good evening, I'm Swastika Panda from OdishaTV.in bringing you today's news from Odisha. First, the headlines. In a good news for Odisha, the Airport Authority of India announces that the Jharsuguda Airport will be operational in 2 years. Union Coal, Petroleum and Chemical and Fertilizers Ministries hold discussions to ensure dedicated coal block for Talcher Fertilizer Plant. A pall of gloom still prevails across Odisha after cremation of veteran Congress leader and former Chief Minister Janaki Patnaik marks the end of an era in state politics. Consensus reached on introduction of goods and services tax. Odisha gets assurance on pending dues and will seek provision for green tax on mining. And heat wave in state continues unabated as mercury crosses 40 degrees Celsius in 10 districts. Met Department says effects of El Nino on Odisha will be clear by the month of June. Now the details. Jharsuguda Airport will be operational within 2 years, informed Airport Authority of India, AAI Chairman R.K. Srivastav after visiting the airport for the first time yesterday. After the Bhumi Puja at the proposed airport site in Jharsuguda, Srivastav discussed with the contractors and other officials about the progress of work. The state government has already handed over 119 acres of land to AAI in the first phase for the proposed airport. Another 163 acres of land will be given to the AAI in the second phase. Sources said an estimate of Rs 185 crore has been planned for the development of the airport. Construction of the boundary wall is going on, sources added. Earlier on that day, Srivastav met the state's Chief Secretary G.C. Pati at the Biju Patnaik International Airport and held discussions on land acquisition related matters for the Jharsuguda Airport. Among others, AAI member of operations G.K. Chaukia and its Kolkata-based regional executive director were also present during the discussion.
काम तो हम लोगों ने आज ही स्टार्ट कर दिया। यहाँ पर बाउंड्री वाल का जो फर्स्ट फेज़ का काम है कि पहले जो ज़मीन हम लोगों को मिला है वो ज़मीन की घेराबंदी कर लिया जाए, ज़मीन से को सुरक्षित किया जाए, तो कार्य आज से प्रारंभ हो गया है। उसके बाद अब सेकंड काम जो है यहाँ पर एयर स्ट्रिप बनाने का, वो मई तक उसका भी टेंडर हो जाएगा। फिर टर्मिनल बिल्डिंग बनाने का कार्य है, उसका भी हम लोग बहुत ही शीघ्र उसका टेंडर करने वाले हैं। आपने बात कर रहे थे एक्चुअल वायबिलिटी लाने के लिए ज़रूरी है कि जो एयरपोर्ट से बाहर वाली ज़मीन जो सिटी साइड एरिया है उसमें कैसे ऐसी कमर्शियल एक्टिविटी की जाए जिससे कि एयरपोर्ट को उससे कुछ रेवेन्यू मिले, जिससे यहाँ का ऑपरेशनल कॉस्ट जो है मीट हो जाए। देखिए वायबिलिटी ऐसा है एयरपोर्ट में, यहाँ पर चूँकि ऑलरेडी इंडस्ट्रियल एक्टिविटी है और ये भुवनेश्वर से काफ़ी दूर है, इधर से रांची भी काफ़ी दूर है, आसपास में कोई एयर कनेक्टिविटी है नहीं। और जिस तरीके से हमारी इकॉनमी की रफ्तार है उसमें ज़रूरी है कि हम एयर कनेक्टिविटी दें, तभी बाहर के इन्वेस्टर्स आएंगे। और एयर कनेक्टिविटी हमेशा सप्लाई ड्रिवन होता है, पहले जब एयरपोर्ट होगा तभी एयरलाइंस आएंगे। तो पहला काम है एयरपोर्ट बनाना, वो काम हम लोग प्रारंभ कर रहे हैं।
With an aim to revive the Talcher fertilizer plant, a review meeting was held at New Delhi yesterday between Union Coal, Petroleum and Chemicals and Fertilizers Ministries. The review meeting focused on how to make provisions for a dedicated coal block for the Talcher fertilizer plant after the amendment of the Mining and Minerals Development and Regulation Act. Moreover, discussions were also held on various management-related aspects of the fertilizer plant.
तालचेर फर्टिलाइजर प्लांट गोटे रिव्यू मीटिंग थिला तीन विभाग कोयला पेट्रोलियम आउ फर्टिलाइजर डिपार्टमेंट ये किमती जल्दी हम नुआ माइंस एंड मिनरल एक्ट है पर को भाया भाव या कंपनी को डेडिकेटेड कोल ब्लॉक मिल प्रकार सब किसी एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव इश्यू थिला ता विषय आज आलोचना है।
The pall of gloom still prevailed across Odisha even a day after the mortal remains of veteran Congress leader and former Odisha Chief Minister Janaki Patnaik was consigned to flames at Swargadwar. Ministers and politicians scattering across party lines were present during the cremation amidst chanting of Vedic shlokas yesterday. His son Prithvi Patnaik lit the funeral pyre of the late leader. Odisha police also gave a guard of honor to the late leader at Swargadwar. Earlier in the day, the departed leader's funeral procession began from his residence and then proceeded to Congress Bhavan, where he was given a floral tribute and full honor. The cortege then reached Vidhan Sabha. A guard of honor was given to him inside the Vidhan Sabha premises. Patnaik's funeral procession went to his native village, Rameshwar in Khurda district. Union Finance Minister Arun Jaitley yesterday said a constitution amendment bill for introduction of goods and services tax GST will be passed in the current session of the parliament as there is a broad consensus among states on the issue. Jaitley said he is optimistic about introduction of GST, which will create a nationwide unified market and remove trade barriers in the form of cascading effects of taxation from April 1st, 2016. He was speaking to reporters after meeting finance ministers from 18 states including Odisha to discuss the roadmap for rollout of GST. Jaitley said there was a broad consensus that states are in support of GST. A lot of homework has been done already. I will give a notice in Lok Sabha in couple of days. The bill was introduced in Lok Sabha in December. A single rate of GST will replace central excise, state VAT, entertainment tax, octroi, entry tax, luxury tax and purchase tax on goods and services to ensure seamless transfer of goods and services. Meanwhile, Odisha Finance Minister Pradeep Amad in the meeting demanded for immediate release of central compensation against loss due to slashing of central sales tax CST rate before implementation of GST. Talking to reporters, Amad said the centre has assured Odisha that the dues will be cleared in phases. Odisha also asked for a monetary provision for the state under the green tax due to mining pollution, more share for the state in the empowered committee voting and power to implement tobacco tax.
And in view of almost near unanimous support that various states have, because it's going to be a win-win situation for all, we will go ahead with the Constitution amendment in the current session of Parliament. It's a Constitution amendment. It needs the support of 2/3 members of both houses of Parliament and thereafter ratification of the states.
ଆମ ରାଜ୍ୟ 4,720 କୋଟି 108 ଟଙ୍କା ପାଇବା କଥା ଏବଂ ତା ଏଗେନ୍ଷ୍ଟରେ 1303 କୋଟି ଟଙ୍କା ଆଗରୁ ପାଇଥିଲା 13-14 ସୁଦ୍ଧା ଏବଂ ଚଳିତ ବର୍ଷ 161.8 କୋଟି ଟଙ୍କା ମିଳିଛି। କେନ୍ଦ୍ର ଅର୍ଥମନ୍ତ୍ରୀ ତାକୁ ଫେଜ୍ ମ୍ୟାନରରେ ଯୋଗାଇ ଦେବା ପାଇଁ ଓଡ଼ିଶା ସମେତ ଅନ୍ୟାନ୍ୟ ରାଜ୍ୟକୁ ଯୋଗାଇ ଦେବା ପାଇଁ ସହମତି ପ୍ରକାଶ କରିଥିଲେ।
The Mahayagya began today at Goddess Sharala Shrine in Jhankada, Jagatsinghpur today for the felling of the neem tree Daru for creation of new idol for Lord Balabhadra. The Goddess Sharala Shrine is beaming with activity amid presence of devotees and servitors. Earlier in the morning, the Borana ritual of Biswa Basu and Vidyapati was conducted, after which the Mahayagya began. The Purnahuti of the Mahayagya will be conducted tomorrow, after which the identified Daru or the neem tree will be brought to ground. The Vidyapati will initiate the process with the touch of a golden axe on the tree, followed by Bishwavasu with a silver axe, after which the tree will be cut with an iron axe. Subsequently, it will be taken to Puri for creation of Lord Balabhadra's idol. Meanwhile, the Daru, holy wood of Lord Sudarshan, which is on its way to Puri, reached Birogobindpur today morning. The Banajaga team and the Daitapatis will take a full night rest at Alamchandi today. The team is scheduled to reach Puri tomorrow with the Sagadi or specially made cart on which the holy wood is being transported. Meanwhile, hundreds of devotees from various places en route to Puri are gathering to have a glimpse of the Daru during its journey and pull the Sagadi. The Odisha government yesterday approved the inclusion of 8 state-specific disasters under the State Disaster Response Fund (SDRF) to facilitate fund allocation to provide assistance to the victims of these calamities. The State Executive Committee meeting on disaster management chaired by Chief Secretary G.C. Pati approved inclusion of lightning, heat wave, whirlwind, tornado, heavy rain, drowning, boat accident in normal times, snake bite in normal times under SDRF, said a statement. It has been decided that the funds for assistance will be acquired from SDRF as per the recommendations of the 14th Finance Commission. Till now, the state government was providing financial assistance from the Chief Minister's Relief Fund. The state government had demanded from the centre the inclusion of heat wave and lightning under SDRF as maximum deaths occurred due to these two. The committee has resolved to move the National Disaster Response Force for leveraging more funds under this head, added the statement. The Chief Secretary asked all the district collectors and departments to prepare the disaster management plan for 2015-16 by the end of May 2015. Pati also emphasized on capacity building activities for mitigating the effects of various disasters and ordered the augmentation of such activities at both the community and departmental levels. The Odisha State Disaster Management Authority has been declared the nodal agency for capacity building to face such disasters. A sum of rupees 4,130 crore has been proposed as the SDRF corpus during 2015-2020, as per the recommendations of the 14th Finance Commission, against which the corpus of 2015-16 will be around rupees 747 crore, including 75% central and 25% state shares, said the statement.
A 14th Finance Commission recommendation आसी स्टेट स्पेसिफिक डिजास्टर जो गुड़ाक आम यहाँ स्टेट स्पेसिफिक लाइटनिंग रे जो लोक मरती बिजुली रे मरती कि बोट ट्राजेडी रे मरती एगुड़ा को आम बर्तमान इनक्लूड करूँ तेणु आज जो बैठक है ये बैठक में निष्पत्ति नियाला कि एगुड़ा आम स्टेट स्पेसिफिक आम कमिटी अप्रूवल राज्य सरकार गवर्नमेंट ऑर्डर नियाला यहाँ आम फंडिंग कर बर्तमान SDRF रू.
The prevailing heat wave disrupted normal life in Odisha as the mercury level scaled above 40 degrees Celsius in at least 10 of the state's 30 districts. While the coal town of Talcher recorded the highest temperature of the day in the state at 43.2 degrees Celsius, temperatures remained at 40 degrees Celsius and above in other 10 places. The state capital Bhubaneswar recorded 39 degrees Celsius. Though there was a drop in the temperature by 1.7 degrees Celsius due to rainfall last evening, the relative humidity mounted to 92%, causing much unease. The places which recorded temperatures above 40 degrees Celsius were Angul at 43.1 degrees Celsius, Jharsuguda 42.2 degrees Celsius, Keonjhar 40.1 degrees Celsius, Sambalpur 40.6 degrees Celsius, Sundargarh 41.5 degrees Celsius, Hirakud 41.1 degrees Celsius, Bhawanipatna 40.7 degrees Celsius, Balangir 41.5 degrees Celsius, Titlagarh 41.0 degrees Celsius and Malkangiri 40.8 degrees Celsius, according to a release issued by the Met Department. The Met Office release also forecast rain or thunder showers at one or two places in coastal and interior Orissa for a week till April 28th. On the other hand, with India likely to witness a below-normal monsoon this season for a second consecutive year, assessment of its effect on Odisha has begun. The Regional Meteorological Department has said the effect of El Nino phenomena resulting in below-normal monsoon cannot be assessed at this point in time. According to Met Department sources, the picture will be clear in the month of June, and now it is too early to predict any fallout in the El Nino phenomena. Yesterday, the Indian Meteorological Department IMD predicted below-normal monsoons for the country, and it partly blamed the El Nino phenomena. The Indian Meteorological Department IMD said parts of the northwest and central India are likely to be affected the most with less rainfall. Addressing a news conference, Harshvardhan, Union Minister for Earth Science, said the monsoon would be 93% of the long period average, which is below normal. According to IMD parameters, below 90% is defined as deficient, 90 to 96% is considered as below normal, 96 to 104% as normal, and above which is excess. El Nino is associated with a band of warm ocean water that develops in central and east central equatorial Pacific, including off the Pacific coast of South America. It affects the weather patterns and also the rainfall.
एल निनो आम देखा 1994, 1997, 2002, 2006 रे एल निनो कंडीशन रही जदि इंडियन मनसून उपर तार इफेक्ट पड़ता किंतु ओडिशा रे विशेष किसी जमती तार प्रभाव देखा मिल ना केवल 2002 रे आमर ओडिशा रे -19% वर्षा बा 19% नॉर्मल ठारू कम थिला.
Before wrapping up the headlines once again, in a good news for Odisha, the Airport Authority of India announces that the Jharsuguda airport will be operational in 2 years. Union Coal, Petroleum and Chemical and Fertilizers Ministries hold discussions to ensure dedicated coal block for Talcher fertilizer plant. A pall of gloom still prevails across Odisha after cremation of veteran Congress leader and former Chief Minister Janaki Vallabh Patnaik marks the end of an era in state politics. Consensus reached on introduction of goods and services tax. Odisha gets assurance on pending dues and will seek provision for green tax on mining. And heat wave in state continues unabated as mercury crosses 40 degrees Celsius in 10 districts. Met Department says effects of El Nino on Odisha will be clear by the month of June. Thank you for watching. Good night.